The shepherd of Andover Newton's mission and ultimate safekeeper is the Board of Trustees. This group of 24 volunteers annually donate generous amounts of their precious time, talent, and treasure to ensure that our 208-year-old tradition continues into the future. They are also the legal body authorized to grant degrees, so be very nice to them. This year, the trustees have been led by the Reverend Dr. James Sherblom. The Reverend Dr. Sherblom is an extraordinary person who, after a successful career in business, came to Andover Newton, where he received both Master of Divinity and Doctor of Ministry degrees. Jim currently serves as Senior Minister of First Parish in Brookline, a congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association. The Reverend Dr. Sherblom's gifts are many, and we are so blessed that those gifts have been and continue to be used to the benefit of Andover Newton, a school that he so clearly loves. We're truly blessed to have him in this key leadership role. It is my honor to invite him to come forward now to address you on behalf of the board he so ably leads.
Before we start conferring the degrees, I wanted to say a few words about those degrees, in case some of you have been thinking about this. But first, greetings from the Board of Trustees. But looking at today's program, I'm afraid that we may have brought some of you here under false pretenses. There's a long list of quite remarkable people receiving a Master's of Divinity degree. Count them, there's 40 of you. I particularly want you to be thinking about what we're about to do here. Because anyone with even rudimentary theological training knows that such divinity, this term that we use so loosely, refers to the divine mystery, to God. And however we understand the personhood of God, or will come to know him or her in our own lives, there's none of us who's going to master this. God, as I experience her or him in my life, is wild and unknowable and worthy of our love. I'm happy simply most days to say, I'm a servant. I'm here, send me. We're hoping that those of you who feel you have mastered something here will hold on to that. It's useful when you're dealing with the world to feel a sense of mastery. But remember, there's a joke hidden inside that mastery. So those of you who have been earning the Masters of Arts, I'm hoping your program provided you with everything that you need to feel a great mastery of your arts. And those of you who are conferring the Master of Divinity, I say, watch out. We are sending you forth on a journey of service and discovery that will often be difficult and hard. I can tell you in advance, you will be misunderstood, projected upon, overfed, fastidiously praised even while being unfairly criticized. This is not a journey any rational person would choose unless they were called to it. Now, don't even get me started on those of you we listed under the Doctor of Ministry degree. But we hope that we have helped you to equip you for God's work in the world. And by what that work will be is neither simple nor clear, and it doesn't get better. It always requires that leap into the void and trusting in God's grace. Now, I understand if some of you have worked so hard to master your studies so that you could earn this MDiv degree, and you want to think that our endowing you with a master's hood in a few minutes certifies such mastery. No such luck, at least not from those of us who already have it. I asked an older colleague who had earned his MDiv 30 years ago how he thought about this MDiv degree, and after a few moments of reflection, he said, "It's sort of like that old joke, I plan, God laughs." He said, I view that master's degree as sort of, and that hood, as sort of a wink from God. We've got a private joke going between us. A wink, a smile from the divine mystery, and as he said, that for him has always been enough. So in a few minutes we will call your name, and Professor Heim will place the hood over your shoulders. As we do so, I invite you to rejoice in and cherish the divine comedy that this MDiv degree now presents to you. In the eyes of the world, perhaps even in the eyes of your family and friends, you have achieved mastery. Yet in some divine sense, it is all a cosmic joke, a hoodwink, so to speak. For we are the same fallible human beings that we were before we got the degree. And we have divine mystery at the core of our vocation. So this is one of the greatest callings, one of the greatest blessings that comes in human life. Cherish it always. Blessed be.